Welcome to the Us on Everything podcast. This is episode 3. I'm your boy, Tim Wayne.
Yo, Uncle Gandhi.
Hey, we got some big stuff going on. We got a guest today. We're here at Track Major Studios. We got some things going, man.
Yo, you got a new vibe too.
I got a new vibe, you know what I'm saying? I had to do something a little different.
Yeah.
I had to do something a little different.
I shaved a little bit. Put on some new clothes.
I can't tell.
You can't.
I can't tell you shaved.
Well, I mean, I trimmed.
Well, please don't shave for me.
No, I trimmed.
Okay.
I wasn't shaving for you. I was just shaved in general. My beard got itchy. You know when you get in the shower and you're like, fuck.
Nah.
You don't do that?
No.
So how the hell you wash your face?
I exfoliate, so my beard never itches.
Okay.
See, that's the difference between me and you.
Okay. Well, you give a shit and I don't.
Yo, we got a lot to cover today, guys.
We do.
Episode 3. Oh, by the way, I wanted to share something with you.
What happened to me?
So, podcast 1 is up. Podcast 2 is in the works.
Yeah.
So we appreciate your patience again, guys. My ex hit me up and was like, yo, you need to keep your hand off the soundboard. This is all I had. I was like, I don't know why you want me to keep my hands off the soundboard, but she was like, you just look anxious. I was like, it's my first episode.
Did you do it? Did you? So don't pay attention to this.
No. Like I feel at home when my hand is on the soundboard. You know what I mean?
Whatever, man.
It makes me feel good.
That's cool. That's all she said. That's the only feedback she had.
Oh no, she really loved the podcast. It was actually pretty cool, man. I got some feedback, man. Look, this week was kind of an emotional weekend.
This weekend was?
This weekend was.
Okay.
So the first episode went up. Yeah. It was late, but we got it up. Yeah. I got a lot of good feedback. I got a feedback from like people that I didn't think I would get feedback from.
That's good.
So that was kind of cool. I had a moment like where I just realized like I'm actually taking that leap of faith that me and my mom had this conversation about a couple months ago.
Yeah. You've been chicken shit about this for a long time, right?
Yeah. Since 2013. Why do you look like that?
2013. I thought it was like 2 years.
God damn.
Tim.
How you... I'm trying to be vulnerable with you, bro.
Hey, bro, look, I'm glad.
You were pissed,
glad.
dog. Did you see her face?
Do you remember the first time you actually talked about an episode? I was actually butthurt. Let me tell you about this.
Okay.
The first time you talked about doing a podcast.
Right.
Hey, shout out to our boy, Coach.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, Coach, I want to do a podcast, bro. Coach was like, cool, man. I was like, hey, Tim, can I join you? Like, yeah, man, that's cool. And y'all just kept on walking. And we never saw the pod yet. I remember telling somebody, I was like, hey, man, maybe it was my mom. I was like, Mom.
Mom, I want to do
bad. Tim want to do a podcast, and I asked Tim, and he's like, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, dog, I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're here now.
We here. We 7 years later.
We made it.
But we here.
Hey, good job, man.
Yeah.
Word up.
Facts.
All right, so real quick, before we get started.
How was your weekend, by the way?
Exactly. My weekend was super chill. Ariel came back home. She's all vaccinated up.
Right.
So
right. Me too.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
vaccinated.
So
You're next.
One day in life, we'll get there.
Yeah, you'll be vaccinated. Yeah. Ariel's gonna make sure of that.
We're chilling.
What up, Ariel?
What's going down? All I gotta say. Hello. Shalom.
I don't see how the fuck you getting married, dog. I do not.
Bro, I'm a good guy.
Married.
That's how I'm getting married.
You lucked up.
Do you ever think about like the way people? Real quick. You ever think about the way people act outside of their relationship and how they act inside of their relationship?
Yeah.
Not necessarily two different personalities.
Right.
It's just knowing your crowd.
Right.
Like I would never. I mean, we banter like this, right?
Right.
But I act a completely different way. I also get yelled at a lot, and it's not pleasant.
Yeah, she kicks your ass when you.
Let's not talk about that. We don't want to put her on blast.
They get married in April.
Babe, what's up? Love you.
They get married in April. So is Track Majors. Turn up. Anyway, but yeah.
It was a good weekend. It was super chill.
Yeah.
Watched some movies.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the new Denzel Washington movie. Shout out to Denzel Washington. That's my boy.
I wanted to watch that so bad, but I just never got around to it.
Almost fell asleep.
I got a lot of terrible feedback from it.
Jared Leto and Denzel Washington. I love both of those guys. Right. But yeah, it was a snooze fest. I think it was really deep.
Right.
But anyway, so last night we also started that new. What's that movie on Amazon?
One Night in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Started that.
How'd you like it?
I think I was just really tired, so we didn't finish it. We got about 40 minutes left, so we'll finish it tonight.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
I really like the guy that plays Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Really good. I don't know his name. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
It's good. But yeah, it's a good weekend.
Shout out to Regina King. That's her first. That's her directorial debut.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So we'll finish that this week. What about you? What'd you do this weekend?
I went and got the COVID shot.
Yep.
How'd
you hold up this time after that?
I was down to like 11:50 the next morning. I went to sleep at like 12, and I was down until 11:50 a.m. the next morning. Oh. And I get up early.
Hey, you do?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get a move on.
And I got to chill with Chef Gratton.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Houston right now?
Yeah.
Shout out to Chef Gratton.
Yeah, shout out to my guy. Shout out to him.
All right. So all the shout outs, we got all the weekends done. We got all the goodness out.
Let's get to business, shits.
Bro. There's a lot of shit happening right now.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go through some of it, but first, let's just get this out of the way.
Right.
Our 25 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
Right? Talk about Super Bowl week and Super Bowl Sunday. It's been overshadowed completely.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know, but Media Day was yesterday.
Yeah. Nobody paid attention to it.
I don't even think anybody knew.
I knew about it.
I knew about it.
Track majors didn't know about it.
I flipped through it. I was like, oh, cool, Media Day. Let's keep going.
I didn't like...
There's too much happening in the world right now.
Right. We're getting fed information at a rapid rate.
And Tom Brady...
ridiculous.
And Tom Brady is
plans
ahead
to play,
of it.
And plans to play until he's 45. Like, legitimately, like, this guy, whether he wins or loses, is going to play till he's 45.
That's what's up. I hope what happens to him happens to what you told me happened to him in your Madden franchise.
He fucking broke his neck. God
broke his neck, bro. Retirement.
You starting early, bro.
Hell, man.
We're
going to keep it going this entire time. So, real quick, thoughts on the Super Bowl? Who's going to win? We talked about it last week, right? I mean,
we kind of covered it, but we didn't go into detail.
All right, let's go into detail. Let's knock this out right quick. And, we'll make this quick.
Yeah, because the Super Bowl doesn't matter. And to all you NBA fans, if you think that the Super Bowl is going to take a dip this year, you are out of your goddamn minds.
Who says that?
Dude, the NBA purists right now are just like, oh, well, the ratings are just not as what they used to be. Like, it's all over talk show.
I hope they realize there's only 20,000 people in the stadium, so everybody's watching.
Right.
So the ratings are going to skyrocket.
Yeah. Like, the NFC Championship did more than the NBA Finals in the bubble, where where everybody was watching, when it was an all-time high. And the NFL clipped it it was nothing. Right. It bypassed it.
I did enjoy the bubble. I thought the bubble.
I want them to go back to the bubble.
Yeah. So do I as a Dallas Mavericks fan.
So you can stay healthy.
Yeah. So we don't miss the entire rotation.
Yeah, you guys have been. Yeah, y'all been hit hard. But yeah, Super Bowl. I think Kansas City is gonna win. I think it's going to be a pretty slow start. I think the adjustments in the second half will be favorable for Kansas City. I think they will hold the Bucks defense will hold for one half, and then the next, I think Andy Reid is going to empty the clip, and Kansas City rolls. That's just how. That's how Kansas City has played all year.
That at last snooze fest, not last year, but the year, Patriots and the
Patriots Rams.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
I feel like this is going to be that.
That was probably the best Patriots Rams game ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it as a defensive struggle.
Yeah, that was great.
Wasn't that the year you made your special liquor?
No, okay. That was the year that I had you spinning on your back like a Ninja Turtle. Was
that was 4 years ago?
No, that was 3 years ago. That was Falcons versus
Patriots.
Yeah,
I missed the whole comeback. Greatest Super Bowl of my life.
Yeah, you sat on a plate of nachos on my fucking couch.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out to you for that.
Hey man, I was always down for a good time. I'm not about that life.
But what do you think about the Super Bowl? Who do you think is winning?
You know what? I think it's gonna be.
Do you care? Do you just want to see a good game?
I just want to see.
We both don't have a dog.
I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not betting on the game.
Right.
I just want to see a good game. I want to see Tom Brady lose. I wanted to see a breaking neck, or tearing ACL, something like that. That'd be kind of dope.
You always wish the worst for Tom Brady. That's
because
terrible.
I can't stand the team.
I get it. He
can't
ruined
stand
your
it.
childhood, just like Oklahoma did for me.
Hey,
and you.
Yeah.
Bob Stoops. You can go suck one.
Hope he's sitting at home on fucking spikes.
Nah, I don't think so.
Anyway, I honestly think it's going to be one of those games where, like you said, a defensive struggle in the first half.
Right.
I actually think Kansas City's defense is playing real.
Yeah, they light up during the playoffs, and everybody overlooks it.
Yeah. I did.
We did the first time they won.
Yeah, but I just think Tyreek Hill is going to. People know Tyreek Hill, but people know.
Do you think he becomes like
tier.
Odell?
Better.
Oh.
I think Tyreek Hill.
You think he has one of those type of games?
From a different perspective.
Because we knew Odell, right?
Yeah.
And then Odell played Dallas. He had one catch.
Yep.
They still lost the game, but it shipped him into a different stratosphere.
Right. Of expectation.
Right.
Which he failed to meet. Injuries, all that kind of played that, right?
Right.
I think Tyreek does that.
Right.
I think we're seeing like 10 catches, 150.
You're talking about TO numbers.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Super Bowl record-winning, record-breaking and record-winning type
the way they play the game.
Right.
With the quick slants, the RPO crap.
Right.
I don't think there's DBs on the Bucks on any team that holds that type of speed.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
No, nobody.
I'm thinking like 35-27 Chiefs.
Okay. I like it.
And Tyreek Hill's MVP.
I don't think they give it to Tyreek. I think he's going to have a big game too.
But I think
they're going to give it to Patrick.
I get it, but I think that type of what was that Super Bowl where Tom Brady played lights out, but then Tim Brown won the? Remember that?
Tim Brown didn't win the MVP. I know what you're talking about.
It wasn't Tim Brown. It was a receiver.
Deion Branch.
Yeah. It's going to be something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is going to do bad by any stretch of the imagination.
Right. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a really
seeing
good
like a 10, 150 and 2 touchdown.
Yeah,
a 10, 152 touchdown kind of thing.
Right.
Is cool from a wide receiver with that type of talent and that kind of speed.
Right.
I think Tyreek Hill takes the MVP. 35-27 to the road team.
Right.
Tampa Bay cries in their own. See, at least Tampa Bay won't have to go far after they take the L,
That's amazing.
So lucky for them, they can take L's at home and then just drive home and be happy with it. Speaking of Super Bowl, it's February.
Yeah.
We're Texas Longhorns fans. We're back.
Yeah.
Right? Well, okay. We are playing very well.
We are playing very good.
This is our first game in 3 weeks.
Yeah, which sucks because we got to play against a tough opponent.
Baylor.
Yeah.
So
it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, just real quick. And we'll probably swoop through this pretty quickly and come back and touch on it later.
Right.
It's exciting to be a Texas fan. I watch Texas basketball.
Right.
And I'm excited. And it's not offense, right? I'm excited the way they play defense.
Right.
I finally think Shaka Smart has put in and instilled a culture of defending.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Whether we're down by 10 or up by 30, they play
hard
way.
and they play all the way through.
Yeah.
They play all the way through. So I like it.
I love it.
I think Brown is doing a good job.
Yep.
Brown,
yeah.
Yeah, I think he has developed and turned into this leader that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
In a long time.
Yeah. I follow Greg Brown
a legitimate leader. Yeah. Like the last time I thought that there was a real leader was my guy that plays for
Augustine?
Yeah. DJ Augustine. That's the last time I felt like they were I remember DJ Augustine going against, and I want to say it was Raymond Felton when Raymond Felton was playing for the Tar Heels, and they were supposed to be like this gigantic powerhouse.
Right.
And then Texas walks in there and beats them. And they look fantastic. Yep. And then the epic battles that they had against A&M when we were playing A&M.
Yeah, the AC Law years.
AC Law years.
those
Like
were some great
that was the last time I felt like there was a legitimate like guy.
Leader, yeah.
So
I feel like Matt Coleman is that guy.
yeah.
4 years to we finally have a point. I think Matt Coleman, even before DJ Augustine, I think Matt Coleman is the best combination of leader / on the court playmaker
Right.
We've had since TJ.
Coleman can jump to the gym too.
Yeah, and he plays defense hard.
Yeah.
He does everything.
He does
plays
everything
defense.
hard.
He can shoot the
Everything
three.
hard.
He's a
Everything
leader
hard.
on the team.
Yeah.
We haven't had that since.
Right.
And that's what makes it exciting because everybody feeds off of that. And Greg Brown, I follow Greg Brown on Twitter. The dude is active on Twitter.
Yeah.
He'll like your stuff.
Yeah.
He's retweeted me on many things, even if it's just something like, "Hey man, go get him tonight. Good game, whatever." Blah,
Right,
blah,
right.
blah. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I think the dude can jump. Kai Jones is
Yeah.
just we have such
He
length.
can-
And,
yeah.
I think this team can go far in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
We might lose a couple games here because of just kind of getting back into it.
Right.
I don't think it's a need to panic though. In
Right.
previous years I would have,
Right.
but knowing the
It's all
breakdown
about
we've
getting
had-
your rhythm back. They've been off for so long. They've been off for
Well, they haven't played together in 3 weeks.
right.
19 days.
Right.
So
And then the game that they had before Baylor, which they're currently playing, like they were supposed to play Kentucky last weekend.
right, and that got canceled.
And that got canceled because Kentucky got COVID, and thoughts and prayers to them. Hopefully they get through that and don't have any casualties of that. So again, if you're dealing with COVID, please
Be safe.
please be safe.
Seriously, thing is no joke.
Yeah.
It's eating
No
teams
joke.
alive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is just mostly an introduction to the basketball segment.
Right.
It's just exciting to see Texas.
Right.
Good luck to them the rest of
The
the
Big
season.
12 looks good as a whole.
Yeah.
And that
It always has. It has the last 4 or 5 years.
but it looks better when every team, like literally every team can compete. Even the sorry teams. Iowa State, even though they don't have a great record, they still compete with big dogs. Like, and it hasn't been like that in a while.
Sure. Speaking of big dogs and competing in college, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats wearing birthday hats. I stole that from a YouTuber. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
PSA special announcement.
Yes, sir.
Tim Wayne,
Yes, sir.
Track Major Studios, everybody that's in the house.
Yes, sir.
NCAA football is fucking back, baby.
It's back.
Okay.
Turn it up.
So here's, hey, we're so excited
It's
about
back.
this. Yeah.
It's back,
So,
baby.
speaking,
It's been gone for years, but it's back. I've missed you so much. Oh, man. Oh, man, I miss you so much, NCAA. Oh, it is glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're back. Twitter was in a frenzy.
so
I couldn't
NCAA
concentrate at work.
You gotta turn it down a
I
little
don't want to turn it off.
bit. We gotta talk about this. I got a couple of stories when it comes to this, Tim. Shit.
It's
Controlling
back.
yourself. So I was actually at work. Happened.
Yeah,
I actually texted you.
Yeah.
And all I said was, "Oh my god."
right.
And I was freaking out. Ariel was on the call, and she's like, "What the problem?" I was like, "Hold on, I'll tell you in a second." And I was like, I texted you in all caps, and I was like, "Answer your phone."
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
And at first, somebody told me about it. I was like, "Nah, it's got to be a spoof." ESPN tweeted about it, and then I saw the official Twitter, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
NCAA football is back,
It's back.
guys.
That's nothing to complain about. But
That's for those of you guys that don't know.
reality set in though. You brought reality in to me earlier.
Which was what? Oh yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Hey, there's some positive and some negative. We'll talk about some theories. We got a
Right,
couple
right.
minutes
Okay.
before we break out. All right. So a couple things here. So they announced it, and all they had to do was say thanks for waiting, or thanks for staying with us, or
Right.
waiting. We appreciate something along those lines.
Right.
and they rebranded it, so it's now called EA Sports College Football.
Yep.
Which was smart by them.
Right.
It does a couple things, right? They're not licensed. They are licensed not by the NCAA. They're licensed by the individual colleges.
Right.
They said there's over 100 colleges that are going to be in it, so automatically all of the FBS is there.
Right.
They are. It is. Here's the catch. 22. It is about 2 to 3 years away.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean for us right now?
I was pumped all day. I was pumped all day.
Initially, I was thinking maybe a July release.
Right.
But here's what I think is going to happen because EA likes to do weird shit like this.
Right.
Both of us used to work there. We know what they do.
Right.
I think so. EA plays June, July.
Right.
They need to do something to make people excited.
Right.
Because not only is it big that it's coming back.
Right.
You can't celebrate in person. And one of the things that EA is promoting as like a motto right now is celebrate through play.
Right.
What other way to do that than to release NCAA 14
Bring that game back.
Backwards compatible.
Make it available now.
On EA Play.
Right.
Available to play.
Right.
Spiked it up for next gen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's just graphics.
Right.
Just give it a little touch up with this development.
I don't need a touch up. There's NCAA 14. There's nothing wrong with the game.
Yeah. Okay,
nothing.
So release it as it is, and then give it to us.
Port it. Give it to us. Port it.
Inject that shit.
That's all we need.
Fucking inject it.
That's it.
So so long. For those, can't say for those of you guys that don't know. Nobody knows. Tim and I are actually. And we took NCAA so serious. We loved it so much.
We were creating content before content creators were content creators. And I'm not trying to shit on anybody. No. This we legitimately, if you go back and look through that stuff,
we created videos.
It's golden.
Intro videos. We posted highlights. We posted pictures.
I might make a video tonight.
And
I might make a video and just go and post it
everybody
tonight. Just to talk shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. Golly, man. That's our guest was a part of that. Yeah. And that's why we're gonna bring him on.
We have a special guest, B Weezy.
Yep. Coach Brian Ware, defensive back coach for the Grambling Tigers.
That's coming up next.
Yep, that's coming up next.
All right, guys, welcome back. Hey, we just had the fire about NCAA football.
Of course.
It is back. Hey, speaking of NCAA, we had a guy that used to be in our NCAA franchise.
Yeah, he's still there. He just hadn't said nothing yet.
Yeah, he doesn't like us. That's all right. Hey,
he's getting ready to start with the Grambling State Tigers.
Oh, right. DB coach. Hey, let's bring him in.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Brian Ware, B Weezy. Hey, DB coach for Grambling State. What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you, sir.
Tonight. So we're going to start a little bit with y'all's season is starting here in a couple weeks, right?
Good old Grambling State Tigers.
Yeah, we kick off February 27th against Prairie View A&M.
Wow. You starting out the gate like that?
That's fire.
Okay. How do you think
it's been pretty crazy.
How do you first off, how are you guys over there dealing with COVID?
Yeah, I'm getting tired of being suave. We get COVID tested probably about every other day.
Every other day? You getting rapid tested?
Yeah, every other day.
Oh man.
We getting rapid testing, we getting PCR. We just started getting PCR now that the season is upon us.
Wow.
And we are officially in camp. So
okay.
Every other day, social distancing, masks.
Right.
Trying to have meetings and do meetings and be on the field, have masks on. So, our guys have been doing a great job of handling it. They've been flying around both sides of the ball. We haven't had any positive tests, maybe one or two, but then those guys have come right back. So, it's been a blessing just to be back on the turf, though.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
Hey, so we hear about all the time, just reports and in the NFL and how everybody else is doing it. How are you guys handling each specific scenario? Like, are you guys doing a lot of virtual meetings, even though you guys are in the facilities, or how's that kind of working? As far as meetings and getting your players prepped.
So we do have some space And, the main thing when you're dealing with, youngsters 18 to 22, you kind of got to be able to put your hands on them. But some groups are really big, position groups, so you do have to do some virtual meetings with those guys.
Right.
But in the smaller groups, they're able to meet and, social distance, be, under protocol, CDC, Louisiana phase 2, all that. So,
right.
But for the most part, everything is virtual. And if anything is in person, a lot of the stuff is just kind of walk through on the field, out in the air, in the hole where the Tigers roam, so a lot of space, though.
Well, that's a good thing to hear. I'm really happy that you guys are actually exercising social distancing and taking what the CDC has provided to us as a nation, right? Like, this is just more than just a couple of spots in the country. This is a national thing. So I'm just really glad that you and Grambling State are exercising and doing the right things and making sure that the athletes, the student athletes, are taken care of first. I'm really glad to hear that, because this COVID thing is, man, it affects everybody differently, but it is very, very, very real.
It is very real. Louisiana was probably one of the hardest hit states with this, and we have a lot of guys from down south, and down south was really hit hard. COVID has really done a number on the lower socioeconomic areas. We got a lot of guys from Mississippi and like I said, down south, and so I got a lot of guys in my room that have lost multiple family members. So it's been extremely important that we. We're doing the things that we're doing. Right. The kids want to play. Everybody wants to play and be out there, but, we got to be safe, though.
Right, most definitely. I'm really excited about college football as a whole, whether it be college football in the fall, whether it be college football in the spring. I don't care when football is played, and that may just be us as Texans or Southerners.
Oh, no doubt.
That just love the sport of football. For those who don't know, me and Coach Ware go back. We played semi-pro football together for about 4 or 5 years, and we did very well in that time frame. And that's where we developed our bond. And then it got stronger. It got stronger when NCAA came out, because this guy is a defensive guru. There's a reason why you are the defensive backs coach at Grambling State. There's a reason for that, because you took Hawaii. He took Hawaii and came over to Air Force. Okay, wiped them off the map one good time. There was a year where I had Clemson. Okay, and he had Florida State.
Oh, I remember that year.
And he beat me, and then turned around and played, what was that, Louisville, and wiped them off the map, and made them quit. And that was the year. That was the year where they had the 99 quarterback, Teddy Two Gloves.
I remember.
It was the day.
Hey, B Weezy, the one memory I have of B Weezy, and I don't know why this resonates with me. I think I was probably playing him, or we were at a party.
Oh man,
or something. This is how you know B Weezy is a DB coach. He was playing something. I think maybe JD got something on him. Just like, that don't make no fucking sense, man. That shit don't, like, you can't do that. And I was like, at the time, I don't think I knew. Yeah. But he was like, that don't make no fucking sense, bro. Like, you can't do that on the field. I was like,
that sounds like Coach, man. That sounds like, man.
And then I think that's when you told me, it's like, yeah, B Weezy is a football coach. I was like, I know we are.
And you know what was crazy at the time? B Weezy, weren't you at Kentucky Wesleyan?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I was at a Division II school in Kentucky, and we would do our meetings, and I drove my stuff. I'm the coordinator, and then I turn the Xbox on in my office and put the projector on, and I play my season game and do my recruiting, and just go from there, man. It was just good time.
Oh man,
Good times. So B Weezy or Coach Ware, excuse me, I keep calling you B Weezy. That's just I just feel comfortable talking to you.
It's all good.
How do you feel about the announcement that was made today?
Oh man, I mean, I'm really excited. I mean, I've always been a NCAA guy over Madden,
Right.
you know, and so just to be able to play with your favorite college team or play with your hometown team,
Right.
and recruit, or be in a dynasty with 12 of your friends and recruit all the same guys.
Yeah.
Take a dude from the state of Alabama when your partner's at UAB and
Yeah, man.
put him in your backfield and win a national championship with him, you know. So I've always been an avid NCAA guy, man. And,
Right.
you know, I really love it, you know. And
It's time to get the band back together, man. It's definitely time to get the band back together. I think people that think that video games are for children are they just don't understand.
look, man, I'm gonna be playing games when I'm 60.
I don't, man. There's some of the smartest people I know, like in general, like with an IQ,
Yeah, like me.
are extremely into video games.
Yeah,
like
like
they
me.
like hardcore, like more than I am. And I would say that I'm pretty hardcore into video games.
Tim,
I know people that are doing way better in life than I am that are into video games.
okay, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Well, if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't, you know. I was just an NCAA guy, and then when I ran into you all, and got acclimated into the group, and then I started seeing different games, you know, Lost Planet and playing all this different stuff together, playing, you know, Sunday Shooter, stuff like that, and
Hey, Sunday Shooter
I
Day.
can't stop getting games. You know, even though we on the field right now, I don't have any time to get on.
Right.
You know, as soon as I do have some time, you know, my fiance, she know when I go in that third room and I close the door,
that's you time. That's you time. That's you time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
Real quick, B-Weezy. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Question about how the season's gonna work. What is the schedule looking like?
Okay.
How many games are y'all playing? What is the crowds? Talk to us a little bit about all that, because it's a little different from league to league.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
you know.
Right.
The Super Bowl's got 20K people coming in, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, we're used to playing in front of big crowds. You know, we played the Bayou Classic every year in New Orleans in the Superdome. Last year was 77,000.
Oh, my God.
Stateside Classic against Prairie View in the Cotton Bowl last year was 45,000. You know, so we used to playing in front of big crowds every year. So it's going to be a little bit different. 6-game schedule with a 7th game being the conference championship. So the 2 teams with the best record will play in that game. You know, this last couple of years they moved the conference championship game to on campus. It had been at NRG. You know,
which is I think it's been
ESPN.
fantastic. I actually really like that. I really like that.
Right, and so that's normally how it is. But with the spring schedule, it's a shortened schedule. It's just really just a conference. You're not gonna play everybody. You're gonna play most of everybody on your side because we have 10 teams in our league currently.
Right.
FAMU and Bethune-Cookman supposed to be coming in at 21, so that'll give us 12 teams. So we will play that 6-game schedule with the 7th game being the conference championship. But as far as the fans, I know they're gonna try to follow every protocol everywhere. You know, we're gonna have to do the same thing when we travel. We gotta take more buses so kids can spread out on the bus.
Right.
You know, in our hotels, our meetings, stuff like that. On the road, gonna be a little bit different. And one of the things that I heard, which I'm not privy to all of this information because I'm trying to make sure that my guys are playing the right coverage, but bands, there's not going to be any traveling bands. It's going to be home band only.
Okay.
And so we got 2 neutral site games, so I'm not sure if he's going to be either band at that game.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Are they making room for any makeup games, so if games get postponed or anything like that?
That I'm not sure. You know, we still kind of, our conference have come out and they was, steadfast on playing. And, Just today, I think Alcorn State opted out or whatever, but everybody else is still interested in playing and ready to go, And I think the only reason why Alcorn State opted out is just because of resources. That's what it's going to come down to. It had nothing to do with virus. It was all about resources and people that are, handling the football team, trainers, academic support, this and that or whatever. They just didn't have that at the time, and that's what a lot of schools and a lot of FCS conferences are going to deal with is just resources and testing. See, we was lucky or blessed or whatever you want to call it. We was able to get on with the local, healthcare provider in town or whatever, and they was able to give us everything that we needed testing wise. And so that's how we just been kind of rolling.
That's awesome, man. I'm really glad to hear that. Now, you have been at Grambling for 5 years now?
No, so if we would have played in the fall, it would have been my seventh season.
Seventh season, okay.
Seventh season. I got in 2014.
2014. So you have been what I would consider at the pinnacle of football. I don't want to say black college football because football is football. It doesn't have a color, and I think people need to get past that. This is football.
Right.
It is
high level. This is Division I football.
This is Division I football.
Right.
You have been at the pinnacle for almost 7 years. And now there has been a great addition, what I feel is a great division or a great addition to football. Deion Sanders has now joined the Jackson State took over as Jackson State head coach. How do you feel about the attention that football is now getting because of the addition of Deion Sanders?
Well, man, you really gotta understand where I'm coming from. I mean, I'm a DB coach.
Yep.
And I grew up in Austin, Texas, so I'm a Cowboy fan.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Super Bowl 30 was our last Super Bowl win.
25 years ago.
And Deion Sanders was on the team, So I always looked up to that dude. So, when him coming into the conference, the one thing that I'm just really excited about is that with his platform and what he's doing over there and the attention that he's getting is shedding light on the whole conference.
Right. When I
first got here, or when I left my previous place to come here, questions was asked, why would you go there? And I said, hey, it's Grambling.
It is.
All my life I've known about Grambling. I've known about Southern, and like I said, the Bayou Classic being played on national TV on the Thanksgiving weekend.
Yep.
It's always been big time football to me. And, if you go back years before integration, all the best players was at these schools. So, this was what we had to go to school at. And now you turn on TV and, Alabama, their whole offensive line, defensive line, receivers, DBs, everybody's black.
Right.
And it's not to fight anybody else, but those guys that are playing at those schools would have been at Alabama A&M or Alabama State or Jackson State, not Ole Miss, not Mississippi State, not MSU. They would have been at Grambling. They would have been at Southern. And so, the thing that, like I said, Deion coming in, he really sheds light on, just the conference and how many good coaches we have in this conference and how many good players we have in this conference. We had a kid that just completed, his week in Mobile, the Senior Bowl, played 3 years for us, a high school kid that we recruited. He wasn't a drop down, he wasn't a transfer. He was a kid that we recruited, we developed. 3 years, NFL comes calling. He already has his degree. So Coach told him, you need to go make that money.
Right.
So he goes to the Senior Bowl. He's voted the best offensive lineman on his side. And we're talking about a guy from Grambling.
Right.
We're not talking about a dude from LSU. We're not talking about a dude from Mississippi State. We're not talking about a dude from Texas. We're talking about a dude from Grambling. So I think with Deion coming in the league, it just sheds light on that we have great players here. We have great coaches here. Our head coach, Project Fobbs. We've been here, like I said, it would have been our 7th season. He was SWAC Coach of the Year 4 years in a row.
Awesome. That is awesome.
We had a 26-game conference win streak at one point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we have talented guys in this conference, guys that are capable of leading the program, leading, just leading. That's what it is. And I think that's the thing that we're able to get out of our guys. When people come to us,
right,
they know that when they leave, they're going to be a better person, they're going to be a better man, and one day, hopefully, a better husband.
Yeah.
That's what I think Dion is doing. He's bringing attention to the conference, and now everybody, once we spot that ball and we kick off, I think all of America will get a chance to find out who Broderick Fobbs is, and Donald Healy, and Doc Gamble, and all those guys.
And I think you're in a great situation right now, right? Strategically, right. being out there when nobody else is playing.
Right.
So all the focus is on
you,
that
man.
conference.
That's
awesome.
Right.
I remember when we had that conversation when COVID kind of happened. And you're just like, man, I don't think we're going to play in the fall. And I was kind of upset about it because I have somebody. It's a different connection now, right? Like, not only do I love football, but I have somebody who I have shared the field with as well.
Yep.
Doing big things at Grambling. Yep. So I was upset. Not only because I wouldn't be able to watch my friend work, but it's because like I just didn't feel like people were trying to I just felt like people were kind of just shooing the conference to the side. Right. Right. That just kind of made me upset. But again, I'm really glad that that Dion is at Jackson State right now, because not only will you have eyes directly on the conference, but you'll have more eyes on the conference. Now there's going to be a little bias because it's Dion.
Right.
We all know that.
That's fine.
We all know that. So there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be claiming to be Jackson State fans, and I have no problem with that. The fact of the matter is
whatsoever.
The fact of the matter is that there is being light shed on the conference,
absolutely,
and that's all that matters here.
And I think that's the big thing, right?
Right. So, B Weezy, I do want to ask you a question. One thing that I do admire about you is that you have always given people their flowers no matter what. And over the playoffs, you have had some players that were in the playoffs.
Yep.
Do you want to go ahead and give them their flowers?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, so one kid in particular in the playoffs, my guy Montreal Meander plays for the Cleveland Browns.
Yes, sir. Sir.
He's been up. He's been up, he's been down, all year. But, I mean, he's a tremendous athlete. He's a tremendous athlete here. Guy I love dearly. I spent a lot of time with him, obviously, as his position coach here. And I know that, once they unleash him, they're going to have they're already having a hard time getting rid of him.
Right.
Just moving him around. He's playing linebacker now because the dude's just so athletic. And so, he just completed his 3rd year in the league. And I know he's just gonna keep on getting better, and so
yeah, man.
I know
awesome.
he was a little down after that loss, but for what they did in Cleveland, he don't have nothing to hang his head about, and then we even had Chad Williams. He was on roster with the Kansas City Chiefs for most of the year. He
yes,
didn't get a chance to make it into the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, all those dudes were truly instrumental in what we did here. 16, 17 with our national championship runs and our SWAC championship runs. So, very proud of those guys. Trent Scott plays tackle for the Carolina Panthers.
Right.
And then, like I said, David Moore is going to soon be in the league, maybe a top 3-round pick.
Man, so, that's awesome, what's up, man. That's dope, man. To see the fruits of your labor. Those guys busted their butt to get to Grambling, and then
Right.
they transitioned into the NFL. That's a fraternity of players that is the pinnacle.
Yeah.
That is the top of the top. And to be able to see from the outside looking in, right, to be a fan of football and be able to see your homie make, get to Grambling, and then have players that not only made it to Grambling, won a national championship, and then transition to the NFL and then do it and making a name for themselves. That's awesome, man.
It's hard to do.
That's hard to do.
It's hard to do.
That is hard to do, man. So kudos to you and kudos to your players for making it to the playoffs, man.
No doubt. Appreciate that.
So who you got in the Super Bowl, man? Real quick. Tell us who you got, man, and why.
Oh, man. So, I done bet against this dude 12 in the last 3 weeks. I mean, I didn't bet against him. That's NCAA, But I ain't picked this man 3 weeks in a row,
Right.
I just, being in the state of Louisiana, you obviously got to root for the Saints, especially when your team not playing.
Right. We have no dog in the race this year. We're going to get there.
Yeah, I just love what Kamara and them, do on offense. Sean Payton, and then, another Grambling shout out.
Yes, sir.
Our quarterback from 2014 is the assistant quarterback coach for the Saints, Doug Williams Jr.
Yes, sir.
Tremendous young coach, man, a person, so definitely had to root for them, and then here comes TB12. It's hard to beat somebody 3 times.
3 times, man.
Really
is. Right. Then you go play the Packers in the cold. I'm like, come on, you've been practicing in Tampa Bay and playing in Tampa Bay all year. Now you got to go up to Lambeau. And they're like, well, it's Tom Brady. Right. I'm like, yeah, but he been in that sun, having fun. So,
yeah.
And they just didn't play well. So
sipping juice.
The one thing I just hope for, I hope that it's just a good game, man. But
right.
For me, man, that just Mahomes and what he can do with his arm talent and those skill players on the outside. You talk about the tight end, Kelsey. You talking about Tyreek Hill, McCall Hardman. Andy Reid do it everywhere he go. He get those same type of guys.
This is what I wanted right here. I wanted the analysis from a football genius, man. That's what I wanted, man.
I'm just saying, and I love what they're doing on defense, especially in the secondary. They disguising everything they playing. Multiple types of cover 2 they playing. Cover 3, they got the honey badger all over the place playing different positions. I think I've seen something. He played 500 snaps at safety. He played 200 snaps at corner. He played another 175 snaps at nickel. So he's just playing all over.
He's everywhere.
All over the place, man.
Right, so I love what they doing defensively, but then on the other end, I love what Tampa Bay is doing defensively too, with Todd Bowles.
They got healthy at the right time. They got healthy at the right time.
That's really what comes down to.
They got some cotton choppers right there. The linebacker with Kevin White, dude from right up here, not too far from Grambling, played at LSU, so I think it's going to be a good game, but when they played each other early in the year, I mean, them steel guys on the outside had a field day. So we're going to see what happens this time.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, B Weezy, for coming in, man.
Man,
I can't wait to follow you, man. I'm telling you, man. This year in sports has been something that we have never experienced, and we're probably never going to experience again, man. So I'm just taking it for what it is. I'm hoping for a safe travels for you. Hoping that all your players are safe. I'm hoping that they stay healthy. Because again, that's all, at the end of the day, that's all it's about, is making sure that everybody is safe and making sure everybody's good and comfortable. Sure. And I know you and the Grambling staff are going to make sure that you guys do whatever it is that you can to make sure that happens. And you've already told us that you've already taken those steps, and I'm just glad that you guys are continuing to do that.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I think that's going to wrap it up, man. I think we're going to be good, man.
Hey, B Weezy, Brian Ware, DB coach for Grambling State. Hey, man, good luck this season. We look forward to seeing you on TV. Thanks for coming on today. We'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right, man. Take care.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir.
Right, bro.
Cool.
All right. That was defensive backs coach Brian Ware of the Grambling State Tigers. We want to send a special shout out to him. Thanks for coming in and really shedding some light on what's going on in college football in the SWAC conference. We really do appreciate that. He, as soon as I asked him to come on, he was definitely like, "Hey, I'm ready." He didn't back down from anything that I asked. I really appreciate that. So that's really awesome, man. He's a really good friend. I talk to him often, and I really can't wait to see what the Grambling Tigers do. Hopefully they don't beat up on my Texas Southern Tigers. They can take care of Prairie View all they want to because we don't like them. But hey, I'm just really grateful to have him as a friend. He's a good guy. As you can see, he's knowledgeable about the game. He's not at Grambling for not,
you don't get knowledge. Look, I don't care what school you play at the Division I level.
Right.
You don't get to Division I football unless you know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So, hey man, shout out to B Weezy. We do NCAA all the time.
Yes, sir.
We talk about how terrible my defenses are, and that's awesome, man.
I can't wait to get back to what we did, and that was bonded. We bonded off of NCAA. We bonded off the sport of football, whether it be on the field or off the field.
Yep.
So I just look forward to getting talking trash and getting back to the ways of the old there.
Yes, sir. All right, Tim. Last week we started a segment. Remember? Quarterbacks.
Yes, sir.
Our first dominoes falling off the board.
Yeah, I did not expect that, actually.
Matt Stafford is now LA Ram.
Right. I was expecting him to be a Colt.
I was too.
Right.
So recap it real quick. 2 firsts.
Right.
A third. And Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Break it down for me. What do you think?
I don't like Jared Goff in Detroit. I don't know.
I don't like anybody in Detroit.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. We don't know what Motor City Dan is going to be doing. Dan Quinn.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. I'm sorry. Dan Campbell.
Except for breaking kneecaps.
And
he's definitely doing that.
Biting them.
Yeah.
Taking out kneecaps. I don't know what's going to happen. I just don't like. Depending on what Motor City Dan does, as far as an offense is concerned, other than that, I have no idea.
So oddly enough, they wanted Jared Goff.
Right. And he actually, in his press conference, he said it felt good to feel appreciated.
GM
right.
Came from LA.
Right.
Came from the Rams.
Right.
They wanted him. So, hey, shout out to them. At the end of the day, there were some better offers out there, from what I understand. Washington football team being one of them.
Yeah.
And then there's a better offer from. There was another team I just didn't expect them to. They said 7 out of 8 teams.
Yeah.
Threw out a first round pick.
Yeah.
Guess the one team that didn't?
Dallas Cowboys.
Indianapolis Colts. Said it many times. No, I'm not mad about it.
I think they should have pulled the trigger.
Here's the thing. Chris Ballard has said multiple times over the last 4 years, and Colts fans get their pennies in a wad and they fucking shit themselves like a little bunch of bitches. We are not going to overpay unless it makes sense. Chris Ballard has a price on people, and he's going to stick to it. He was outbid.
Shout out to him for sticking to his guns, right?
He always does. He was outbid by many teams, and he wasn't going to go over what he thought the value should be.
Right.
And shout out to him for that.
Right. Yeah.
Did I want the move?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still not my number one choice.
Sam Darnold's your number one choice.
That's who I want.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, I think that's who they're going to go get.
I don't think that's happening.
You think Sam's staying with the Jets?
I don't think he's going to the Colts.
Okay.
He might, but I don't think it's happening.
All right. So
would it be a good look?
That'd be a fantastic look.
Yeah, because he can throw.
He looks good in blue.
He can throw. He can run.
He's mobile. And he will have an offensive line.
Exactly. And he'll have the weapons that I think they need to go get a receiver.
And there was a rumor today.
What's that?
I'm not about the rumor mill.
Okay.
I think a lot of stuff is smoke screens.
Okay.
And it's also Super Bowl week.
Right.
Mike Godwin. Rumored to be heavily pursued by the Colts.
Really?
Yes.
In a trade?
No. He's a free agent.
He is a free agent.
And the idea is that the Bucs can't afford. So
you think they're going to let go of Godwin?
Yeah. They won't be able to afford him.
And they're going to keep AB.
Probably.
Because they're going to be able to sign him for cheap.
Exactly. And so there's rumors that the Colts are going to be heavily running into him.
Yeah.
To go get my Godwin. Which, as a Colts fan,
right.
Let go of T.Y., bring in your new T.Y. Right. There you go. Move him to the slot. Go get another big receiver. Bring in Sam Darnold. Gucci.
Right.
Gucci. Anyway, so just to finish out real quick, I'm going to recap last week who we got.
Right.
We're both wrong on Stafford.
Right.
We both thought he was going to the Colts.
Yep.
So you had Deshaun Miami, so that's still there.
Mm-hmm.
You had Dak staying in Dallas.
Yep.
You had Mitch Trubisky as a free agent.
Yep.
And then A-Rod to San Fran.
Right.
And Sam Darnold to the Patriots.
Yes.
Based on what happened last week, obviously knowing Stafford is out, has any of your picks changed?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
I got Deshaun Watson going to San Fran. And I have Aaron Rodgers staying. I think San Fran is about to do something crazy based on what you told me before the show started.
What did I tell you before the show? Oh, the players and the picks.
You told me about Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, that 3-team trade.
Possibly overly just sending the house
Yeah.
to get Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
I think that San Francisco is in a window. Also,
Closer
Oakland,
to the Raiders.
yeah, closer than the Raiders.
Yep.
They have a tough window.
Yep.
They have a tough road, and I mean the Raiders, because they're in the same division as the Broncos, which is their rival team. They also got Kansas City.
Yep.
And we never know what we're going to get from we never know what we're going to get from Denver. Denver is up and down.
Yeah.
And
real quick.
Right.
Denver was the other team that was really close.
Who?
Stafford. Denver.
Oh,
Broncos.
that would have made sense.
Yeah.
I would have liked that.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I just think that with this rumor coming out, I think that
San Fran's going to jump on the.
they're going to go get their guy
So here's the thing: smoke screens, man. I wonder if this is a smoke screen
to drive up the
to
price.
bait somebody.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know,
what I'm thinking.
And you know why I think it's gonna bait somebody?
Right.
Because it worked with the Lions.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what we heard from what the Lions were getting
Right.
was to bait somebody.
Did you hear about Dak
They
Prescott?
openly said, real quick.
Yeah.
They openly said they wanted to snub somebody, and I think they absolutely snubbed the Rams.
Yeah.
They want. That's what they wanted. So yeah, go for it. What do you got?
Dak Prescott which is Dak Prescott's brother, put out a post that said that Dak Prescott is the last quarterback, is the best quarterback from that class because Jared Goff got traded.
I don't think he needed to be traded for us to know that.
I don't think Dak Prescott needs to be talking while his brother is possible free agent.
Oh, his brother's saying this.
Yeah,
That's what
not
that
Dak.
was.
Tad Prescott, his
know.
older brother.
Tad pulled Dak.
That dude talks too much. I love Dak Prescott as a guy, as a player.
Yeah, because Dak doesn't say shit because he's smart.
But Tad does.
His name is Tad.
Tad Prescott.
Oh, fuck.
His Instagram is Tad Prescott 86. And I have no problem with you talking, but it's just like, dog, like you talk a lot.
Yeah.
Stop. Like, let Dallas either pay him or not. Like, it doesn't. You going out there and talking.
I think Dallas is trying to potentially find a way to trade.
How you gonna trade somebody that's a free agent?
They can franchise tag and find him, trade him.
I don't know.
If they can find it's not so it happens a lot in the NBA.
Right.
It's not common in the NFL,
right.
but it has happened before.
Right.
Right.
Who are they going to possibly trade with?
Somebody who needs a quarterback.
Right. Houston.
Who has the salary cap.
Houston.
Houston has no salary cap.
Houston does have a salary cap.
They have like $10 million.
That's true. Yeah, they're the Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
The Jets.
Colts.
The Colts, yeah.
The Niners can make it work.
Yeah.
If they can make Deshaun Watson work, they can make.
They got enough. They did what they had to do. They got when they got.
John Lynch is a smart guy.
Yeah, he is.
So he'll figure it out.
He knew he wasn't going to be able to pay DeForest Buckner, so he had to let him go.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
So Dak, what do you think happens with Dak then?
He gets franchise tag. He stays in
He
Dallas.
stays. Okay. Is free agent Mitch still your guy?
No, he's done.
Free agent Mitch. Dak with the Dallas Cowboys. A-Rod with the Packers, you said, right?
Yeah. A-Rod stays with the
Sam
Packers.
Darnold.
What if Sam Darnold goes to the Raiders?
How would he get
Trade.
there? Oh, you can trade some.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I had Deshaun free agents San Fran.
Mhm.
I'm not changing that.
Right.
I still think he goes to San Fran.
I just think San Fran is just gonna be like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna get our guy.
I think Aaron Rodgers
Mhm.
forces his way out of Green Bay.
And where it goes where?
Don't know. That's my only thing. I think Aaron Rodgers
That would be
forces
the
his way out of Green Bay.
craziest.
I don't. We talked about this last week. I don't think he's happy there. Him and the coach don't get along.
You keep rolling with that. I don't know about
He's talked about it. He's frustrated with the coach, Matt LaFleur. And again,
You think he
this
comes
is
back?
a
Him
Packers
and Mike
thing.
run it back.
This is a Packers thing.
You think Mike McCartney and Aaron Rodgers run it back?
I don't think. I think Dak is staying in Dallas.
You think it's possible?
It's possible. Anything's possible.
Right.
I mean, I can go buy a lotto ticket and possibly win $1 million.
Right.
Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Right.
Now the chances, I don't know.
Right.
Right. I just think there's something. And the Packers, you know how the Packers roll.
Yeah.
They got their next guy.
They don't pay.
They
just,
don't.
They just don't pay.
Aaron Rodgers
They don't pay.
is like a $42 million salary cap hit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Jordan Love is like a $2 million salary cap hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
45 and 2 is a big difference. Right. So I don't know where he goes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a good fit for him for like a win now team is like a Miami. Because Miami can get rid of some picks and they have some picks from the Houston trade.
If
still.
he goes to Miami,
you know, just like him, like Tom,
yeah,
sit out on the beach all year and
Miami would be
drinks mimosas
my God.
and comes in on Sunday and, you know,
if
goes to football everywhere.
If Aaron Rodgers goes to Miami and plays a season in Miami, he's the greatest quarterback in their franchise. Period.
Breaking news.
What?
There is a trade rumor going on
What?
that the Niners have offered a second round, a fourth round, and Jimmy G
Okay.
for Kirk Cousins.
What?
Now,
Kirk Cousins stay getting the bread. What?
but the Vikings want a first and Jimmy. So, we'll see what happens with this.
What?
I don't know. Again, San Francisco is probably trying to leverage.
Why does San Francisco think Kirk Cousins is the answer?
Maybe they don't. Maybe it's a salary cap move.
It's a dump?
The dump, salary cap dump, because they can probably take off Jimmy's salary, right?
Jimmy has been in, how long has he been in San Francisco? 3 years?
He was hurt for one, though.
Bro, he's done. His deal is done.
No, it was a 5-year deal.
Oh.
So salary cap dump.
Oh, okay.
Pick Kirk Cousins, which I think is a 1 year deal.
I overreacted.
I think it's a 1 year deal.
Okay.
Then they can either trade him for something.
Nobody wants Kirk Cousins.
You don't need it. You just need somebody to take his contract.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And then they probably swing those picks
Okay.
because they're gonna get a first.
Yeah.
You swing those picks for Deshaun Watson. So hey,
Get
we'll
Deshaun Watson in the purple and gold?
Yeah, real quick, just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back to next week. See, this is why we do this session.
Yo, this
segment
getting
is
wild.
awesome.
And it's not even freaking free agency. They don't start for another, like what?
A month.
A month.
So anything that
March.
happens right now doesn't go into effect for another 36 days. This is why we do this segment. Quarterbacks.
Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that.
You want to take us out, Tim? We had a great show. We had
We had a great
good
show,
shit
man.
today.
We had a great show. Again, I want to thank Coach Ware, defensive back coach for Grambling State. I really do appreciate him coming through, talking ball with us, getting the perspective. You know, you guys are getting a firsthand experience of what he's experiencing as a coach. You're getting a firsthand experience of what these players are experiencing playing football. And this is Division I. We've had major shakes, right? Like Deion Sanders being a head football coach in college football, not just in the state of Texas. It's two different things, right? Texas is one thing, but now he's a head coach of a college, of a university. That is a big deal.
Yeah.
And now they have after the Super Bowl, they're up next.
Yep.
And so
First game's in 2 weeks.
First games is in 2 weeks.
Yep.
I know for a fact it's probably going to be nationally televised. If they don't, they would be a fool not to play these games. Football rules. Yep. It is king in America. It should be on TV. It should be prime time. I can't wait. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for my friend and his new adventures. I hope they got all of those guys again stay safe. I hope nobody gets hurt. I understand that football injuries are a part of the game, but nobody wants to see anybody get hurt at the end of the day. So again, thanks to Coach Ware for coming on. Track majors always being track majors. You know, being the best that he can motherfucking possibly be. If you want to reach him and you want to book a segment to record or to do a podcast, you can reach him at Track Majors on Instagram. It's not hard to find him. He's really responsive. As soon as he gets a message, he will respond. So please, if you need help getting in contact with him, you can. Okay. Just so you know, it is spelled TRAK Majors on Instagram and Facebook. So if you guys have any issues, just go back or feel free to reach out to me, reach out to the Uncle Gandhi. We'll get you where you need to be. We'll get you set up. You got anything?
Hey, man. Good luck, Super Bowl. Good luck, Beware. Good luck, everybody. Guys, see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir.
We love y'all.
Remember, if you're lost, whatever you do, find who, what, or whatever it is in your life, find that North Star. Let that be your guide back home. And we out.
Peace.